You are watching the number one podcast in the whole entire YouTube wrestling community, and I'm one of your hosts, Juan.
And I'm your other host, Jean-Paul Leek.
And together we are
Rope Break.
And family, of course, every single Saturday something different has to happen for when it comes to Rope Break. So this time we're gonna cover NXT UK, the return, right, Jean-Paul?
This show was great. This was, it was exciting for all these guys. Now, I don't want to go too off topic, but were they allowed to wrestle like independent if things opened up, or were they pretty much just on hold until NXT UK?
On hold. Yeah,
okay.
They're inside the BT, I think it's like the BT Studios.
Yeah.
BT are like the British company that has the rights to broadcast WWE. So that's why I guess hey, they're doing a favor and hey, you can shoot like NXT over here. So that's what they did, and I think that is good, and they needed it. Because they were running out of episodes.
and like I said, these superstars, they waited like 16 weeks to finally get back and wrestle. So they were, they were hungry, they were ready to wrestle, and we saw it because all the matches were legit, the promos were good, and they picked up right where they left off.
Oh yeah,
but it's even better because everybody has, like I said, that fire lit under their ass now.
And see, the NXT UK style is a little different, more stiff.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that they're more aggressive. Intensity is more violent. Is more to your face. It's like I will say NXT normal, the NXT North America that we get every single Wednesday with the Wednesday Night Wars, but a little bit turn up 2 or 3 notches.
Yes.
I will say that. And
it's definitely NXT with that British strong style.
Yes. NXT with William Regal actually as a competitor. So it was really cool. It was a great show. That's why we're gonna start giving it more coverage. And family, before we do that, thank you so very much for watching every single thing of the content. We have a lot of stuff. Like I said, this is something new. We hope you like it. We hope you embrace it and enjoy it. But also, don't forget the rest of the other content that we have. Like yesterday, Jean-Paul, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and I did everything together. Bayley and I did everything together. So we had the whole.
They didn't do the Mandalorian together, so that's probably why she kicked her ass. She's like, I want that Star Wars money.
Yes, that was the dissension right there, Jean-Paul. So, don't forget to watch the SmackDown review. Sami Zayn against AJ Styles. We had a good stuff. We got some more in Street Fight. And you know why, Jean-Paul? You said the why because of this. All Elite Wrestling on AEW Dynamite. They had the Street Fight, and you said that Meltzer gave it a 5-star.
Yes. Yeah, he was whacking to it. He was going crazy. Probably because of Mama.
Yeah, well, that's why don't mess with my mama. Somebody called my mom. Don't want to mess with my mom. So it's good. So don't forget to check this show out. Also, it was good. We enjoyed it for the most part. The Street Fight was gonna be like Jean Paul says, the cherry on top. But there was some little things that they could have not done. But regardless of that.
Overall the Street Fight was legit, I thought.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So, also don't forget, family, North American champion and Damian Priest will live forever because we covered NXT also every single week. And this episode was not too great. It was a lot of the star power. They lack of that. They start trying to promote new guys to create new superstars. But, nonetheless, it was a pretty good episode, I will say, just based on what they gave us. A really great tag team championship match with Imperium and Breezango. So good stuff. So don't forget to check any of that of the content. So, Jean-Paul, let's talk about the beginning of NXT UK. From, we said, the BT Studios right there. We can see the logo and we can see the setup. It was pretty good. And the show opened up with Ilya Dragunov, for the ones that don't remember him, he was the one that fought Finn Balor at Worlds Collide, and also he before the pandemic and before Finn Balor had challenged Walter for the NXT UK Championship. Ilya Dragunov won a battle royal, and he became the number 1 contender for the NXT UK Championship. So right there, he opens up the show with the assistant of the GM of the GM, and it's not William Regal, it's somebody else. But also, Jean-Paul, we got the return of Nigel McGuinness, so that was cool, right, Jean-Paul?
Oh yeah, hearing Nigel on commentary is so legit. He has his energy, and as much as I liked him on the regular NXT, I feel like he just fits so good here. Obviously it's because he's from the UK and everything, but I don't know. I just feel like he likes this brand a little more personally. You can just hear it. So I hope he stays here, and because I think it makes NXT UK feel more legit too.
Well, like you said, he probably knows all of these guys, or he's brewing all these guys. He's helping them out. He's training them. He's mentoring them. So the guy that we're talking about, the assistant manager, is right here. Is the name is like Sid Scala. So he was the one that welcomed everybody to NXT UK one more time, 6 months after this whole pandemic, and Dragunov interrupted right away because he wants to fight. It's like, I want Walter, I want my championship opportunity. What is it going to be? But like, you see the energy is like, already like 20.
Yeah, like imagine, because there was no one in there. He did his entire entrance that took like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know what I mean? He did the whole thing, and it's just him and the announcer guy and the cameraman, and it's like, so
Yeah,
but he did it because he's a hell of an athlete. Like when you see him too, and the match we saw, but it's like he lives the gimmick, and that's what makes this show believable. Like, guys, though, if this was Monday Night Raw, he would have just walked out there and been like, so I want to challenge Walter now. But no, like, these guys are, yeah. But no, this show makes you feel like it's an act, like everybody in the ring actually, cares about what they're doing.
They want to be there.
Yeah.
They want to be there, and they want to make the best out of it, and then they want to really kill themselves for their brand.
Oh, yeah.
They're so invested, they're so committed into this. So, like, Ilya Dragunov is like, I want to fight. He's, like, already, like I said, a 20, 25 already. Like, the energy is just to the moon. And, like, you will see Noam Dar. Noam Dar, like, for the ones that remember, he got a storyline with Alicia Fox. That was, like, 3 years ago or something, when they were actually promoting the cruiserweights on Monday Night Raw, when Mick Foley was the GM. So, like, remember the new era, and SmackDown started out on, like, Tuesdays, live. All of that. That's when Noam Dar was actually in America, and they always had, like, in the mid of the show, the Monday Night Raw, it was the cruiserweights. So that Noam Dar became one of them. Then he actually went to 205 Live, and like I said, it was, I think, part a little bit of the Mixed Match Challenge because the storyline with Alicia Fox. It was just like a whole thing. But like, he never did anything remarkable. For them, it's like, remember, he said in the promo, well, I've done Monday Night Raw, I've done SmackDown, I've done 205 Live. I'm like, really? But did you really? Do we know who you are? I mean,
like, did you accomplish anything? No, I mean, he was in the Cruiserweight tournament, but I mean, that was legit. But like you said, you were bullshit on the main roster, like,
or like you're completely irrelevant,
but it's because NXT UK is obviously under it's WWE owned, so to be on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown to them is like, oh, that's legit.
Yes, but like I agree with you, Jean Paul. But like, see, like they went at it. They just started going at it. Like Dragunov wanted to kill him, but I mean, legit kill him. Like,
because he's like, I can do whatever I want, and the camera zoomed in on Noam Dar's face, and then he's like all cocky, and then Dragunov dives out of the ring, and like you said, is beating the hell out of him, and he's crazy. He lives that gimmick, like the Moscow psychopath or whatever they call, whatever they call him. But he's the crazy Russian, and he lives that gimmick, and it's so legit. And that's, this was a great opening segment.
It was, and then you pretty much Sid Scala, like you said, the assistant manager, like he just set up the main event this match as the main event. Yeah.
That is the only thing I don't like, though. From this whole thing, as it goes into the second segment, it's like the light bulb pops above my head, and I'm like, wait, this show is so legit already, but like they really had to set up the first main event of the return show from the opening segment. Like, shouldn't you have had this huge main event planned for your return show?
WWE fashion, you know what it is.
So I was like, you know what I mean? It's like you bought a brand new car, but it has like a big scratch in the paint. You're like,
yeah, recognizes WWE fashion. But I mean, whatever. You know who was running the show? Shawn Michaels. Michaels was the one running from the United States.
One eye is going here and the other one's looking forward. He's like, oh yeah,
very sad right there. So we go to like a tag match now. And we're going to go like this. Gallus, Jean Paul loves him. Gallus going against Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams. This match was like really, really good. Like, again, strong British style. Like, really, like you said, contested. Like, really stiff. You can hear the strikes, the punches, the chops. Everything makes sense when it comes to like this kind of guys. But like you said, for me, it went a little too long. But like, we was pretty much to give a chance to these new guys in Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams, and also to like establish Gallus. It's like, hey, there's our tag champs. For the ones that forgot, this is what they do. This is what like they're capable of. I think that's what they did, right, Jean Paul?
Oh yeah, Gallus. Even though this match went really long, and it was extremely good, but it went long for the fact that it's like, okay, these are your two tag champs. They should be probably put in a match that maybe went like 5, maybe 6 minutes, and they look strong. But I mean, they still look strong, but it went really long. It had Jordan and Williams. They looked really good too for being a lot smaller.
But I think smaller guys.
Yeah, but commentary even said, they're like, people have said that our tag division is like the best kept secret in the entire
Yes,
wrestling
that's what
world.
it is. Yes.
So, which is obviously a little dig at AEW, like, fuck you. And you know what? The way that they're portraying these guys, I'm not going to say that their tag division is better, but look at the tag division AEW right now. They don't even know who the number one contenders are. They don't know anything. So,
Yes.
hey, all I'm going to say is I'm going to keep watching, next Thursday, and we'll see.
Yes, it's true. And, in the end, Gallus, like Wolfgang and Matt Coffey, that's the brother of Joe Coffey, and that's the guy that was absolutely sidelined because of the speak up movement. That kind of sucks for him. At least they kept the brother and they won. It was like insecurity into like a power slam. That's what it was. I like that finish. It's a little too long for me, but like Gallus looks like they stood tall.
Oh yeah, and I love the theme too. So
the theme, like you were pretty much dying for it, and it was really good. And then we got to see a lot of tag teams surrounded the ring because that's what like Gallus is staring down. It's not me and Jim Paul. It's these other teams like these new guys that supposedly are called the Hunt. We got to see
see, everybody was there. So Juan and I actually were there, and we were staring them down, but they didn't see us. So
we were
like,
so. We were from the Thunderdome.
We were like, so.
Yeah, we were like so, and we were like that, like looking like that because we won our championship match. Yeah. See, other than that, it was really good. I like that.
And they did. Imperium did pop up on the screen because obviously they're in America, but when they popped up, I'm like, that's legit because they're like, we're coming back, motherfucker. Like we're coming.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good, and I really like that. So like they still that storyline is not dead. It's just like hey, we'll resume it when the time is right.
Yeah, and your boys Webster and Andrews were there. Yeah.
Flash Morgan Webster. Yep. That's right. Yeah, like my Beatle and Oasis guy. That's legit. Yep. And also like they had like a promo after that, Jean Paul. They had like a guy looking like Bruiser Brody. The name kind of mentioned his name, but like he's like unhinged. He's like, oh, I'm coming for you, Walter. I'm coming from the NXT UK Championship.
I forget if they did mention his name or not, but I thought the same thing. Definitely that crazy man vibe. Almost reminds you of Bruiser Brody, but also like Trevor Lee.
Yes.
Or what's it, Cameron Grimes?
Grimes, yes.
Yes.
And like the long hair, like without like the cowboy hat.
The one thing I'm thinking is I'd love to see a match between him and Dragunov. Now, I don't know if like Dragunov has the match. Well, it's guaranteed from winning the Battle Royal, but maybe this guy will fight him beforehand. I mean, that would be cool to see.
Yeah, or maybe, we'll see what happens. But see, like they're already teasing new things. So like there's already guys waiting. It is like that guy is like their version of Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Or NXT America. This could easily be without Scarlett, of course, without the hot chick, because this guy probably looks like he doesn't shower, like he's all.
No, they're like, this is how you book a crazy guy that looks like Bruiser Brody correctly.
Yeah, so pretty much is a shot at like Bruiser Brody. So Jean Paul, let's talk about KJ. Let's talk about like the women's division.
Yeah, the longest reigning NXT UK women's champion.
KJ. So like she comes out because she has the number one contender is Piper Niven. So she got a promo on her. She said, "Hey, I beat you in Japan. I beat you everywhere. Like it's like I know how to like beat you. And the last time that we fought for the championship, I beat you. But pretty much Piper Niven also came back, Jean Paul, and she said, "Well, I got your number." The accent, Jean Paul, in this, my accent is absolute trash compared to these two girls. It's the greatest thing ever. They can call me like a pretty, they can call me a fucking idiot. They can call me whatever. All the names that like people can call me. But for this, they can do whatever they want because like the accent is absolutely to die for.
Okay? Which one? Are you talking the Scottish accent, right? The Kaylee.
Kaylee, or like paper. Yep. Oh, absolutely amazing! And even
what did you say about Drew McIntyre? That he took classes to try to like kind of tone down his accent a little bit.
Yes. Well, Drew McIntyre said in one of the documentaries, he said that he took classes to kind of make his accent more American.
I wonder if you could notice that watching like from his first run to now. I wonder if you can notice.
Oh yeah, like it will be. It's pretty noticeable because that's why it was one of the things that Ben saw that he improved. It's like, hey, you sound more American. And remember, Jean Paul, what was the one thing that like made Becky Lynch, bad in the eyes of Vince McMahon at the beginning?
It
was the accents. He said that like he hated how she talked. And now, I mean, she never changed, but
I mean, now she's definitely a more serious character, though.
Yes,
but at least she was before she started wearing the glasses.
At least McIntyre understood. Hey, I wanted me to be more American for them to notice me. But in the end, this was really cool because Piper Niven comes back, and Piper Niven was saying, "Hey, I have your number. Tell the truth." I beat you in Japan. I beat you everywhere. So I just gonna do the same thing next time we have the championship match. So
Yeah,
like
and
meaning,
I like how when Kaylee Ray swung at her, Niven got the upper hand anyway, and she just retreated. Like, but was he giving Niven the upper hand here? It makes me think like, I don't know when they're gonna do the match. I don't know,
it's
but
next week, Jean Paul.
oh
It's next
oh well,
week.
then see that's what I was fearing because I'm like I
Right here
don't
for Raw, for example.
that's it. See, I don't think she's gonna win.
Probably not. Probably
So
not. She
that's
won't
I'm like, it's like okay, but
because the champion is gonna steal Kaylee. Yay. So
yeah,
I mean, Piper Niven is my girl. Like I love her. It's a shame that she's engaged. I'll say it like publicly. It's a real shame that she's engaged. But yeah, it's a shame, but it's fine. I mean, I'm over it. But like, they're gonna have the match, so it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens, though. Because
no,
like
it'll be a hell of a match. I'm excited for it.
Kaylee and also Kaylee Ray's been the champion for a long time, so maybe they do the change. Maybe it's time for like Piper
Tony
Niven to hold the
Storm in
championship, or
your
maybe Tony
face.
Storm comes out. But like she's in Australia, we don't know because in all the promos, in all the things, or all the like everything that they've done to promote the return of NXT, you don't hear from Tony Storm. You don't hear from her, but like the one thing we're gonna talk about right away is actually gonna be a girl that like they're trying to really push, and that is Ilya. What's her name is like Evie or Eve.
Yeah, I think
Eve.
it's just Eve. Yeah, it's spelled kind of funky.
Eva
Maybe that's like
Val-
yeah, but it's like Eva Valkyrie.
Eva Valkyrie, yes, Eva
Yeah.
Valkyrie. So like she had a match, and this girl was like the one that like before pandemic and everything, they were really trying to push this girl right here on Jump. She was like winning matches after matches, and they were really in conversations of like this girl needs to be the next number one contender to Kaylee. Yay. So like I feel that like they're gonna retake that. She had a match with like Jean Paul's like favorite like now. He has a girlfriend every single week, and
Yeah,
that's
I wish that would be so legit.
That's Isla Dawn. Yeah, like right here, for example,
Yep.
Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn, the NXT UK witch, right? Because she
Yeah,
had
the white witch. I think they called her.
yeah, the White Witch, and like they had a pretty decent match. I mean, some spots like they even said like Isla Dawn is is brand new as a wrestler, so she's trying to improve and everything. And then Eva, like she's really good though. She's really good. Like she has I think it's like Taekwondo background. Like she's like the strikes that she has is like really stiff. She's really good.
Yeah.
And I know what are your thoughts, because that was the first time that you've seen her. I think.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen both these women. No, I agree. Valkyrie, I think, is the bigger star. I wasn't sure who they were gonna push. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't caught up with all like the backstory, and all the divisions and everything. Besides the main event scene over there, but
Eva Valkyrie. That's how you spell it, because she's from Ireland, as you guys can see. So like different, right, Jean Paul?
Yeah, but I mean, this match it could have been a little shorter. I don't want to be, but they don't want to squash any of these women because they're really trying to promote. See, that's the thing. None of these matches were squash matches. You think like, oh, okay, they're gonna have a champion come out or somebody they're pushing, and there'll be a 3-minute match. And no, they're like, all these matches are contested. They're good. And they're showcasing the winner and the loser, and that's what this match did. Like you said, there was a couple spots. It's like, a little shit here, a little shit there, but.
But in the end, it was good. Yeah. In the end, it was pretty, good, and I think that like it did work for both women. And like you said, like pretty much like Eva Valkyrie was like the one that they're trying to push once again. And maybe for me, if you're asking me to book, Kaylee is gonna retain, and then they're gonna push this girl, like Eva Valkyrie. I think that if Piper doesn't win it right now, they don't see a championship goal around her. They just don't want to push her.
Unless she wins it and she's transitional.
Maybe, but like I said, this is what happens. She does a beautiful leg drop from the top rope. To me, I used to see it as more like a scissors kick from the top rope, but like this time, like she's really just doing like a leg drop from the top rope. Even Nigel McGuinness said it, and then that's pretty much 1, 2, 3, and she beats the like we said, the NXT UK White Witch, and like this was like the last match, Paul. In the last episode of NXT UK, that's the last match. This is the same match that they did. This was the match. That's why they were saying throughout the commentary, like Isla wants her win back because she lost to Valkyrie the last episode of UK before pandemic. But regardless of that, it was a really good episode. Like I said, I really enjoyed this. Then we got to see a little bit of Jean Paul of like the Heritage Cup. That is going to be a new initiative like the NXT UK are like promoting right there, Jean Paul, for you. It's going to be like I think it's 8 guys, and we're going to have the names of the participants, Jean Paul. So like please bear with me for a second, and we're going to have Flashmonger Webster, Noam Dar, Alexander Wolf, A-Kid. A-Kid is from Spain, Jean Paul. A kid is from Spain because he had
That's
the
legit.
problem. That was at the beginning. Remember, he said, "Oh, I'm like, it's like athleticism and like flyer," and then he goes like wrestler, all of that. Like he's the whole package. He's everything in one. Dave Mastiff. Dave Mastiff, I think, is remember the big guy that like had that match with Kofi. That's Dave Mastiff, right? And then they have Joseph Connors and Trent Seven. Trent Seven was also like he challenged Walter for the NXT UK Championship.
Oh yeah, he people know him from like Mustache Mountain and
with
with
like
Tyler
also
Bate
with, like,
and all that. Yeah,
Tyler
yeah,
Bate,
yeah.
yeah, with Tyler Abate, Tyler Rash, or Tyler Grain. Yeah, whatever all those Tylers, but it's true. So like it's gonna be a good tournament. I'm really looking
No,
forward.
I'm excited. It's all the competitors are legit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I can see Wolf losing, first match and done, but
oh yeah, it is gonna happen. They don't see anything with Alexander Wolf. Like I don't think that like. I mean, like, yeah, he's something in Imperium, made something Insanity, but like as a singles guy, I don't think that they see anything. And next week, Jean Paul, they're gonna have a Pete Dunne, the return of your boy,
the bruiserweight, the bruiserweight,
the Bruiserweight, because he wants to like remember. He will be legit if he says something about Matt Riddle. He's like, hey, my bro, hey,
my bro on SmackDown or something. That would be
like or my bro on SmackDown, whatever. But like, he's gonna be the one, like, he's gonna be participating.
Yeah. And see, he's just drawing the names, and when they're like, "Oh, Pete Dunne next week," I was like, "Ee," and then they're like drawing the names, and I was like, I'm like, can he wrestle? Like, are they bullshit?
Maybe like
signed to NXT.
Maybe that will be the beginning of a storyline. We don't know.
That's what I hope. I hope somebody like punches him out, and then he gets pissed and attacks him, and then they have a pull apart, and then it's like, oh shit, new storyline.
I feel that that is actually what is gonna be happening. Like Pete Dunne is gonna like
if he's complete like just like manager mode and just like draws the names and leaves and then to me that would be bullshit.
Oh, that would not be good. I don't think
I'll be honest. If that's all he does, I won't be as excited as
Oh yeah, like I just don't see him doing that. So Jean Paul, let's go quick to the main event, and the main event was like you said, Dragunov going against Noam Dar. This match was really really good.
And I love how you said let's quick go to the main event, and the main event was nothing but quick, but it was a hell of a match. It was
it was really good. It was really good. Yeah, really contested. Both guys hit each other. Like Noam Dar actually had a lot of offense on Dragunov. Like he actually had a lot of chances to win the match. So that was like that for me. I was like, okay, he's actually selling. So like you said, the point, the theme of this show is actually make the other guy, the loser, they look good.
Every single match.
Both of them, like loser and winner, they both look good. Like they both tell for each other. They both tell a good story. And see Dragunov and now Noam Dar. Noam Dar convinced me that he's a good wrestler. Maybe not pushed correctly, but there you go. He did his job. That's what I can tell you, Jean Paul.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth what you just said about Noam Dar. I was going to say, how good is he? If people didn't think he was legit before you watch this, you're like, fuck. They're like, this dude, I forget how tall they said he is. He's like 174 pounds. So you're like, oh, if you go by the Jim Cornette rule book, if you're not over 200 pounds, you're bullshit. But, like, no, this guy proved that to be wrong. Like, look, he's right. I don't want to be like, oh, the Rey Mysterio, because not every guy who's little has to be compared to him. But, he is athletic, and he's even more athletic than I would say Rey Mysterio is right now. He's so good. If you have a cruiserweight division, you could easily push him as your champ. You could push him on a main roster if you put him in believable matchups. This against Dragunov was good. Dragunov was the more dominant one, I think. And they, what did you say? You said it perfect. You said you felt like you're watching New Japan.
Yeah, because both of them look good, and there were a lot of painful attempts about like really near falls because from both of them, from Dar, from Dragunov.
Dragunov is like Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, he
like 2.99. It's like
last very second, like it's like in the SmackDown.
Yeah,
around that and like Constantine special. That was a really good move. I never heard that name before, so I popped for that. That's his signature. That's really good. He was like this close. Noam Dar also like sell like those pinfalls really well. And then like Noam Dar kind of
he did. What is that one where I don't know if he did a German suplex or he did some. No, it was the Gotch pile driver.
Yeah, the Gotch pile driver.
And he climbed over him and completely flattened Noam Dar like a fucking accordion. And I was like, this is the end.
It's done.
And he kicked out. I legit like popped. I did every that you can think. You put the word in there and I did it. I won't say it here on camera, but I'm like, this match is so legit. I told Juan, and I'll tell the Rope Break family, I think I like this more than Adam Cole and Finn Balor.
Yeah, there you go. Because
This match was literally for nothing. This match was for calling him out, interrupting his promo at the beginning of the show.
and then sometimes the matches that are for nothing turned out to be
Yeah,
even
I'm
better.
like, this was so legit.
And then and like you said, it was really good. I got like behind both guys. I was
But then, of course, it wasn't clean though, because there
no,
had to
right
be
there.
bullshit.
What guy are you seeing right there?
Yep, Mr. Heritage Cup, first round loser himself, Alexander Wolf comes out. He's like, duh. But see, that's the thing. He didn't. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so legit because Noam Dar is gonna win. Because he was saying already, oh, I'm gonna be the winner of the Heritage Cup. He's like,
Yeah.
it's already me. I'm already legit. I'm like, he's gonna get a win over Dragunov here, and then he's gonna look really legit and have a bunch of momentum going into that cup. And Dragunov is already confirmed the number one contender. He could lose 100 matches in a row. The next championship match is his. He's, so if he loses, it's not a big deal. But then Wolf comes out and like a stooge completely just fucks everything up, and Dragunov gets the advantage.
Yep, and then
he hits the flying headbutt. What's it called? Do you remember the name?
The Russian torpedo.
Yeah,
The Russian torpedo.
It's like a spear headbutt.
Yeah,
and then 1, 2, 3.
torpedo. It's like the Moscow torpedo. That's what it is. That's what the finisher is called. See, now this time, finally, I'm trying to learn
There you go.
the names for like every single one of the family. Yep, is the Moscow torpedo. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win, and out of nowhere, like people didn't think that he was going to show up, but then. Walter's like they call it over there, Walter or Bolta.
Yeah, Volter. Yeah.
Bolta, and Bolta shows up, so like everybody like is pretty much popping. I pop, I was.
Oh, when I heard that, I was like, no fucking way they have his music.
Yep, I finally at least
it's like we can live.
Yeah, we can live a little bit. At least we can live forever. So see, Jean Paul, this is like the stare down right there. Like a really nice stare down because Dragunov is the number one contender, so they're still paying hyping the match. It's gonna be really great. So like you see that like. Both guys are just like really waiting to fight each other. They really want to do it right away.
Yes,
so
and
if you want a different angle, Jean Paul, let's go for a different angle. You want a different angle?
Yeah, right? There it is. And when they brought out Walter, then I was fine with Dragunov going over and all that stuff because I thought it was just going to be like go off the air. Okay, Noam Dar wins. Whatever. But obviously, bringing Walter out, having this stare down. That was so legit. At least I think that's obviously, and that's why they had this match set up to be the main event. So this is the last thing we saw. So you kind of forgive them because it's like, I'll forgive Logic for having this really cool moment. But I mean, this was a great way to end the first show of the NXT UK.
It was the first show. I really enjoyed it. So I feel that we were looking forward. We're going to try to give it more coverage. We're not promising.
I'm excited for next week just to watch it.
To keep it going. Road Break, we just pretty much we always keep increasing the amount of like content that we give for you guys. So like
we're like the Ultimate Warrior. Like you have to give us your power warriors.
I hope that all of you can keep subscribing.
That's what gives us power.
That's the power exactly. Yeah. Like we need like the Sansu bean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like you give us Samsung's being through like the subscriptions family. So thank you so very much for doing that. And in order for you two guys to do this, you need to know where to find us. So Jean Paul, help everybody. Like
I can help. I can tell you where to find us. You can find us on Facebook under Rope Break, Twitter, the OG Rope Break, Instagram, the original Rope Break, and right here on YouTube. Click subscribe, that big red pretty button under the original Rope Break.
Yeah, and also like the bell for all the notifications. So thank you so very much, family. We're gonna have more content for you guys. So in the name of Jean Paul and myself, there's only one more thing that is left to say, and we'll see you tomorrow with more content, family. So take it easy, and we gotta say.